Hello there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to Crochet Witch Tarot, and we are back with another week of decks. This week was really fun. If you haven't seen, I did a week-long vlog basically where I recorded my daily polls or just anything tarot I was doing throughout my days. It was a lot of fun to put together. I had to re-upload it because I accidentally put in a couple sections twice. I was wondering why it was so long. And thank you again to the very lovely person who nicely pointed that out. Because I would have never known. I don't know if that's just me, but I don't watch back videos of myself. I just can't, I don't know. It feels weird hearing myself talk, so I just don't do it. And it's also, it's not interesting to me because I know what I said. I know what I was talking about. So it doesn't hold my attention. I don't hold my own attention. Can you believe that? Anyways, so that's re-uploaded. So if anything weird happened while you were watching it, or if you left a comment on that other video and I didn't answer it, it's because I re-uploaded it. But that's up again. But that was a lot of fun. Let me know if that was something you enjoyed. I would be happy to kind of do that occasionally. Anyhow, so you'll know from that. The cool thing was that you kind of got to see how I worked with my decks of the week. So for this week, the first tarot we used was Dame Darcy's Mermaid Tarot, and I'm so glad I decided to bring this one out. Because I've had this deck so long and just don't use it very much, but there's something about it I really love. I get really good readings from it. I love the imagery. I don't know why I don't lean towards it. It's one I tend to mostly use in the summer, but I feel like this summer's gone by so quickly and I hadn't broken this one out. So I wanted it to get its chance, and I loved using it this week. And I'm hoping to for sure bring it out more, because again, it really reads well for me, and I feel like I have this connection to it even though I don't reach for it often. It's also it's just a pretty deck too. I'm not usually one for gilding, but this matte kind I think is really cool, and I just love the backs. So that is the Dame Darcy Mermaid Tarot. And both of my tarots this week paired super well with the oracles I picked, or I guess really I kind of do it the other way around. I feel like the decks really all meshed together, which was cool. So we also had the Green Witch Tarot, which is a fast favorite. I can't say enough good things about this deck. First of all, the backs. Gorgeous. It's just a good deck. If you are someone interested in anything green witchcraft or green witchcraft adjacent, this is definitely one to look at because it just really gets you into that world. And another one that I've had a really quick connection with this deck because I just feel like I know these characters. I understand what they're doing in the cards. And it's just a world I feel like I can get into very easily. So, as always, amazing reading with this deck. I really love this one. That is the Green Witch Tarot. And I was excited to bring that one out because I have a new oracle I was using that I got printed from Make Playing Cards. It's offered by the artist for free on Instagram. It's Tia Mukulis on Instagram. She has the files on there. They're her, she basically used Canva to collage these together and then shares the files for free. So you can print them yourself on Make Playing Cards. But it just really paired well with honestly both decks, but especially the Green Witch, because it keeps you in that realm, you know? And I feel like these are all terms or tools that I use, in my own practice, but the fun thing about this is that it's really prompted me to start working on an oracle deck of my own for myself to mirror things in my own practice, which has been a really cool, I guess, side effect of printing this deck as well. But it's a really beautiful one. I love these backs. I just think they're so pretty. And then finally, Coastal Curiosities. I'll show it a little, but you know, I'm sure you all are possibly tired of me showing this deck, but it's such a good one. I can't help it. It paired beautifully with both decks. It's a tried and true, you know? You can really get a lot out of these images, or just take the keyword for what it is. Whatever it feels like you need, I feel like it's very versatile in that way. So this one really did pair well with both tarots. I feel like this week of decks was it felt very cohesive. That's the word I was looking for. Where I really felt like I could truly mix and match and everything worked. So, moving on to this week, we're doing something a little different. I, for some reason, just felt like this week I wanted to just be able to play. So I've decided to not pick out decks of the week per se, and give myself a week to just kind of pick intuitively in the morning, use whatever it is I want to use, instead of just picking 4 decks. I'm really excited about it. I don't know, I just feel like I got in a mood of wanting to do that. I think it's probably because I have quite a few newer decks to play with recently. So what I decided to do is, I'm looking over here because I've got my little wooden bassinet crib thing that I've been keeping my decks in next to my desk, the ones that I kind of want to be paying attention to and working with right now. So I pulled all the decks out of there yesterday and then put back in a row of oracle decks and a row of tarot decks that I really want to be working with right now. Or getting to know, whatever it may be. And so for this week we will be, you know, I'm just going to be playing around with decks, so picking, I don't want to say different ones every day, because not necessarily, just giving myself a wider range to choose from. That's just kind of what I felt like for this week, but it won't be all of my decks, it'll be this kind of mini collection of them that I picked out. So I think I still want to show you what I have. I'm not going to pull out all the decks to show the cards, but I thought I would quickly just show you what's in the little crib bassinet thing, whatever it is that I decided to buy. So at least you can see what the possibilities are and where I'm kind of at with my decks right now. Sorry for that noise. It doesn't drag well, apparently. So I'm going to flip the camera around and show you that. Okay, so this is what we are working with here. This is my little crib. I found at Goodwill and just felt like I needed to have it. And apparently, for now, this is why. So over here is my row of oracles. Mine, save this at the end because it's still in its big box and it just didn't fit over here. And I want it to be there. Anyway, then this is the tarot we have to select from. So we'll start over here. So we've got Pagan Otherworlds, Northern Animal Tarot. This is a new bag I made for my Victorian Fairy Tarot, which I feel like I just have to show. If I can get it out one-handed. Look at this bag match. I am so obsessed with it. Okay, so here's the back of the cards. Isn't that so good? I'm so excited about it. And I found these little bluebell charms on Etsy to put on. Very happy about that. We are not going to be able to tie that up one-handed. Okay, just to save its space. We have my Mystic Masters Tarot. This is Future Ancestors. This is a new one to me, the Tarot Fauna. This is a first edition one, I believe. I don't know that there's many differences per se. I think it's just in the cardstock and coloring, but you know, something to note. Now this is another new to me, the Rust Belt Arcana. This is one, Rachel was cleaning out some of her decks and gave me some to try out, and this was one of those, so it's really interesting. It's a different deck. It's just different. So we'll see how we get along with that one. This is my John Bower Tarot. And then we've got Oak Ash and Thorn. We gotta show the bird. So cute. And I put my Green Witch in here. And then another tarot, we've got Tarot Avatara, which just came in yesterday. I got this used from Facebook. But it came still shrink wrapped. Do you believe that? I didn't realize it was like still brand new. So that was good, I guess. I don't know. I don't really need things to be sealed per se, obviously, since I bought it not knowing. I'm realizing I'm missing a deck though. I'm missing an Oracle. That's why there was a space here. Okay, so we might need to leave Tarot Avatar right here. So breaking the crib rule a little bit, but I want to keep all these in here. Yeah, okay, whatever. So, oracles. We've got Coastal Curiosities. I've got my home oracle, which I've been using tons recently. I've had this one for a while now. And just haven't really used it too much, but something about it I just really love. And I think it just needed to be a right time kind of thing, because all of a sudden I've just been pulling it out and using it, I feel like almost every day. Now this is a new one for me. It is the Fairy Temple Oracle. This deck is gorgeous. Look at this artwork. It's so pretty. And the messages are really good. I'm really loving this one. We have my Celtic Spirits Oracle, the Illuminated Earth. I've got my Memento Mori in here, just because it's one I use a lot, although now I don't really know if I actually want this in here. I don't think I do. I think we're going to actually take Memento Mori out for now. This is the Heart of Fairy, which is also new to me. I found this on eBay for such a good price. I'm so excited about it. So that's Heart of Fairy. We've got Woodland Wardens, my Gentle Creatures, and this is my trimmed, let's pull it out, my trimmed Forest Fairies. The matte, new matte cardstock. I got it in, and then I trimmed. Super excited about this one. I love this deck, and having it in the matte cardstock, it just makes it feel like a whole new deck. And I have to say, I really prefer it. So, very excited to be using this one. So that will be out this week, but I am missing an oracle, so hold the phone, please. Okay, so the last oracle is another brand new to me one. It's the Southern Gothic Oracle, which I'm so excited about. I have seen this one around, obviously, but never really gave it the time of day because I just assumed it wouldn't be for me because I've never lived in the South. I've always been in the Northeast. So I just thought I wouldn't really relate to it. So I didn't even really watch a walkthrough ever. But Andy got this one in recently along with the Botanic one and was showing me the cards, and I was like, oh, like, I can totally connect to these. I feel like it's like a perfect balance of, I imagine if you live in the South, you totally connect to it in that way. Of it being like a Southern deck, but being someone who doesn't, I feel like the cards are, I don't know, I just still feel like I know these objects and these things, so I can connect to it as well, which is super exciting. It's a beautiful deck. I also got the Haunts expansion with it, which is really cool. I'm really excited about it, except for the fact that it's different. It said it should shuffle seamlessly into the deck, but it's different cardstock. So I don't know if I can really like show, but see, this is like a bit, has a coating on it. It's thinner, but like in a nice way. These are the backs. This is completely like matte, almost has like a rose petal. This is completely smooth, like slippery. This has like a rose petal finish. You can see it like sticks. And it's just, can you see? Yeah, the color difference. It's also a bit smaller, which you can see. I don't know. I have it pulled out for now, but if anyone has like information on that, or if you have a different experience with it where like yours does match, I don't know. I was surprised by it because you really can tell. I was like, all right, I'll try shuffling it in and see, but it's a totally different size, so you can tell where it is in the deck, and it's a different feeling too, so I couldn't even just pull it like without looking or something. But you can also, let me put them together so you can see the sides. To see the different cardstock a bit better. Ooh, are we gonna focus? Let's go in a plain background. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. There you go. So you can see on the right is the Southern Gothic, the left is the expansion. You can see it's like thicker and the edges are completely white when this is like an off-white. I don't know, it was a little, I just was surprised. It was a little, I don't want to say disappointing. I feel too bad saying that, because I do really think these cards are so cool, such a cool addition, but I don't really feel like I can shuffle it into my deck without noticing what's what, you know? So I guess it was slightly disappointing in that way, but if anybody has information on that or just a different experience, definitely let me know, because I do think I'm going to reach out and I'm just wondering if it's like a total mistake, which would be completely fine. Like, you know, again, it's just not the end of the world. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to make any sort of deal out of it, because it's just not the end of the world, because it's still really, really cool, and I do think I could shuffle them in and just get over myself. But anyway, I'm just wondering if that's everyone's experience, I guess, because I've not heard of that before. And again, it was like in the description it said it would blend seamlessly in, but that's clearly not the case, which is, again, I don't know, I'm not complaining. I don't like to complain about things, because it's a beautiful deck and I'm really excited about it. But that is my last oracle. Come on. I don't know, I do not need to be doing this on the camera, but we've started. Seeing if I could do it one-handed, and I can! It's a really cool box with a drawer. So I'll put you in there. So this is our situation for the week. Let me know what you think. This is not going to be an every week thing, but I feel like every once in a while it's just kind of a nice reset to let myself, especially when I get in a few new decks close together, I feel like this could be a nice way to just let myself try them out, play a little bit, without having the pressure of like, okay, we're going to put this one in the rotation and then like kind of make myself wait a few weeks to use something, I guess, or play around with something a bit more structurally, in a more structured way. That's the sentence. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. Hey, I think that is all I have to say. I'm really excited about this idea and the decks I have chosen to play with, especially the new ones that came in one day. Does this happen to anyone else where you order decks very spaced apart, or at least decently spaced apart, and they just come in at once? Because yesterday, Tarot Avatara, or no, was that yesterday? I don't remember. Fairy Temple and Southern Gothic. But they're all decks I'm so excited about. I think that's what prompted me to do this. Yeah, I'm so happy they came in. I was like, wait, especially Southern, because I didn't expect Terra Avatara. That one was coming used from someone who lives in Europe, so I just wasn't really tracking it. I didn't expect that one, but Southern Gothic, I was watching like a hawk, because I'm so excited about that one. It's such a good oracle. I'm so excited about it. Anyways, I think that is all I have to say. So other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful beginning to your week.